Alright, so High on Life 2 releases in about a month or so, and I kind of just want to make a video talking about it because I loved High on Life 1. It was a very good game. It was very funny and just, really engaging. So I just kind of want to make a video just about the things that I want to see in this game, right? And yeah, so starting off, number one is going to be deeper gameplay systems because High on Life 1 had pretty deep gameplay systems. It wasn't too crazy, The weapons were just your main source of doing everything, right? And so, I mean, yeah, it was still really fun, but I think in High on Life 2 we're going to see a lot more gameplay, just, variety, different ways to do anything. I think they're adding like a skateboard, right, which is going to really change the movement. And yeah, and different gun, abilities or whatever, right? So it's going to be really fun to like I think skateboard around, I guess, and just get a bunch of people like you see there. Like you can just do different abilities with your skateboard, and it's gonna be like a fast-paced shooter, I think, with the skateboard definitely, and it's just gonna add a lot of variety to the game, which is gonna be really good. That's what the game needs, right? Because I think High on Life 1 could get dull at moments just because there wasn't really much movement. I think you had like a jetpack or like a double jump feature, I think, in one, but yeah, I just want to see a little more variety, I guess, right? And just different variety with the guns, maybe just different abilities, I guess, right, to see. And yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And also the gameplay systems just in general, right? Because I know in High on Life 1 you had to use your guns to get around to certain places, right? But I hope they take it a little more next level with this game, right? Just more puzzles, maybe, like trying to get, around these areas or get through this certain part of the map, right? Which is really cool, because I personally, that's just how I like to play games, right? I like to try to figure it out, and puzzles and all that good stuff, right? Yeah, and just like maybe also more decision making, right, with the dialogue options too. That'd be really cool, right? And yeah, like obviously see how there, like you could only do that with this weapon to open that little door hatch or whatever, right? So I think each weapon's gonna have its own variety of like puzzles and all that stuff, right? And yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. And obviously, you see here, this is a new gun, right? This wasn't in High on Life 1, so there's definitely gonna be a lot of new stuff to use, and just yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited because I think High on Life 1 just didn't have that variety of many abilities. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've played that game, but I don't know. That's what I hope. But yeah, and so I think the next one I want to talk about is the comedy. I think comedy in this game obviously goes a very long way. This is kind of what built this whole game. I think just the comedy options, right, and just the really funny interactions you can get. Like I absolutely loved the interactions you could get in High on Life 1. Like they're just so stupid, and that's what made them funny, right? I loved that. It was just hilarious. Like it was so just like brain dead, right? And I loved it. Like just people are so stupid in these games. Like it's just hilarious. I love it. Right, and so hopefully they even expand more on this, with like I think maybe more like dialogue options you can choose, because I know High on Life 1 had a decent amount of dialogue options, especially with the end game where you had to like choose which gun you wanted to sacrifice. I'm pretty sure, right? And so that was just like a cool moment, like it's like, oh my gosh, who do I choose? Like you see there, choosing like what should I say? And like I love that about these games, and yeah, just the interactions are so funny. But I hope the comedy does hold up, because obviously, I mean, it can hold up for an hour in the game, right? But could it hold up for 10 hours? Because I'm pretty sure that's how long High on Life 1 was, and so I suspect it's going to be like the same length in a way. So yeah, hopefully it can hold up, and hopefully they can really keep those jokes going the whole entire game, which will be really funny to see and awesome. But yeah, that's what I hope for that part. And then the next part I want to talk about is just the like pacing and length, maybe, right? And just how long is this game going to be? Like I was saying earlier, you know, maybe it's probably going to be around High on Life 1 area, 10 hours, I would say. For like full completion, maybe 15 or something like that. So yeah, hopefully they can really expand upon this game with just you know, its story elements, right? Because so far what we've seen, like they released like a 40-minute gameplay not too long ago, and it was, I mean, it looked really good. It looked awesome with the dialogue and, you know, just the story. The story looks really good. I think they've definitely taken the story and the missions definitely to the next level. Like, this mission just looks crazy, right? Like, it just action-packed, just going nuts, right? Because I think in High on Life 1, there was definitely sections where it would just be, like, dead. Like, it just, you know, wandering, like, in a forest, I remember, or something, like, just, you know, not really seeing too much. This definitely looks like way more NPCs, just way more action is going on, you know, and it looks really good. So I'm really excited to see, you know, how far this game goes with its, you know, with that, with variety and stuff like that, right? And, you know, also I want to talk about is the enemy encounter, right? Hopefully it was pretty much the same thing throughout High on Life 1, like you're fighting basically those ants and the GRE, or it's something like that, I think, right? And every NPC was basically the same, right? It was like except for the bosses, obviously, but this looks like completely different. Like it looks like there's so many more different NPCs, you know, bosses, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And yeah, I also hope, like, since they have different NPCs and everything, I just hope the encounters are different as well, like they act differently and stuff. Obviously, for the boss fights, that will happen, you know, but yeah, I sure hope that does happen. And yeah, I mean, it looks really good, you know, and I hope they have some more memorable fights too, you know, because, like, and definitely in High on Life 1, I remembered a lot of stuff that happened, which was really funny, you know, and just like I was saying with the end game of that, like, oh my gosh, what gun do I have to sacrifice, you know, like you know, stuff like that, right? And I think there's going to be a lot more, like, side quests too. Like, I'm very excited for the different side quests, and maybe it's more open worldish, not, you know, open leveled, I should say, right? I mean, obviously this is not an open world game, but because based on this map or this section of gameplay we've seen so far, it looks like it's going to be a big open, you know, section area, right? So hopefully they can really implement that to every mission, right? That'd be really cool to see. But yeah, I really think if High on Life 2 can just really capitalize on all these kind of points I was talking about, you know, the story, the gameplay, you know, and all that good stuff, I really think there's going to be this is going to be a very good game. I really do believe so, you know. And I think what does it for me the most is definitely the comedy. The comedy for me is just everything about this game. Like, it's just so funny, right? And I do love the gameplay. I think the gameplay is absolutely insane too. Especially the way they've taken it so far is what it looks like, you know, and a lot more, you know, variety of like what to do, you know, than just with the puzzles and then just the gameplay and the, you know, action, the story, all that. It looks really good. So I can't wait to see, you know, what this game really has to offer when it releases. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'm so excited for this game. I cannot wait for it. But yeah, hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.